Hello, and welcome to the Argyle CFO Leadership Forum, FP&A Strategies and Insights to Fuel Growth. My name is Nick with Argyle, and it's great to have everyone joining us today. A couple of notes before I turn things over to our esteemed speaker. First, a quick reminder to stop by our sponsors' virtual booths at any time during today's event and for the following week. Our partners are committed to providing you with valuable content and a great overall experience. At any time during today's event, you can visit their virtual booths from the main agenda page, which include complimentary materials, information, and meet and greet opportunities. To ask questions throughout the session, simply type into the Q&A chat, and we will address your questions at the end of the session. Also, be sure to subscribe to Argyle on YouTube for exclusive access to all our past events. Now, without further delay, I would like to introduce our speaker, Shu Han-Jernay, Chief Financial Officer with many years' experience. And we're super excited to have Shu with us for a keynote presentation titled Evolving Role of FP&A, From Reporting to Strategic Leadership. Welcome, Shu. Over to you.
Thank you, Nick. Hello, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to extend a sincere thank you to Argyle for inviting me to deliver today's keynote. As we all know, Argyle is a leading executive forum and community that brings together senior business leaders to exchange insights, tackle pricing challenges, and drive forward innovation in their fields. It's an honor to be here once again. This is actually my second time being invited as a keynote speaker, and I have had the pleasure of engaging with Argyle at a few events over the years. I truly value our ongoing partnership and the platform Argyle provides for important discussions like this. I'm genuinely excited about today's topic. The finance function is undergoing one of the most significant transformations we have seen in decades, and FP&A sits right at the center of that change. Whether you're already deep in your own transformation journey or just starting to explore how to modernize your approach, I hope today's session will give you new insights and practical takeaways. Thank you for being here. My name is Shu, and I'm excited to talk about critical transformation happening in finance, planning, and analysis as businesses face increasing uncertainty and digital disruption. FP&A is evolving from a traditional reporting function into a true strategic leader. In today's session, I'll outline how FP&A professionals can expand their influence beyond spreadsheets to become architects of strategy. We'll explore new expectations of the finance function and what it takes to lead with foresight, flexibility, and business insights. Next slide, please. Today's session is divided into 7 core topics. We'll start with a comparison between traditional and modern FP&A roles to ground ourselves in how the function is changing. Then we'll examine what's driving that evolution from external economic forces to internal technology shifts. I will also walk you through practical best practices, real-world case studies, and a 3-phase roadmap to help your team navigate the future of the finance. Let's dive in. Next slide, please. Traditionally, FP&A was centered on backward-looking financials, created manually in Excel, and delivered on a monthly or quarterly cadence. It was more about compliance and tracking performance than influence future outcomes. In contrast, modern FP&A is proactive. It's about using cloud technology, predictive modeling, and real-time collaboration tools to advise the business. Finance teams now play a vital role in scenario planning, strategic forecasting, and opportunity identification. The shift isn't just about tools, it's a change in mindset. Next slide, please. Several forces are reshaping FP&A. First, economic volatility, from supply chain shocks to inflation, requires finance to respond faster and with more precision. Second, technological advances like AI and machine learning mean forecasting can now be continuous and scenario based. And third, the speed of the business has increased. Leaders expect finance to deliver insights at the pace of operations, no delay, not days or weeks later. These trends demand a more agile, connected, and strategic FP&A function. The picture on the right-hand side is from the Dallas CFO roundtable hosted by Hyperbots, where I had the opportunity to participate in a compelling discussion on how AI is transforming finance from manual tasks to intelligent, real-time strategy. We explored how integrating AI into finance processes enables predictive financial insights, such as forecasting inventory needs, assessing vendor performance, and analyzing cash flow trends. This kind of innovation highlights the growing importance of AI in making FP&A faster, smarter, and more strategic. Next slide, please. Real-time dashboards, such as those powered by Power BI or Tableau, allow finance teams to visualize KPIs like revenue, margin, and expenses as they change. These tools integrate directly with ERP and CRM systems, offering a single source of truth. Take Amazon, for instance. Its FP&A teams use real-time analytics to track regional sales, inventory turnover, and operational costs. During peak seasons like Prime Day or holiday rush, live dashboards allow Amazon's finance and operations teams to monitor real-time demand, spike, and shift warehouse resources accordingly. For example, if real-time data show higher than forecast demand in a particular region, Amazon can immediately trigger supply reallocation or adjust pricing models dynamically and update the revenue forecast. In one instance, their FP&A team collaborated with logistics to optimize last-mile delivery by modeling fulfillment cost versus delivery time across urban and rural zones with real-time insights. They identified where faster delivery generated a high customer retention, justifying investments in new delivery hubs. These examples demonstrate how Amazon transforms FP&A insights into strategic action, improving profitability and customer experience in tandem. Implementing this system transforms FP&A from passive reporting to active cross-functional decision-making. Implementing these systems transforms FP&A from reporting to insight delivery. Next slide, please. Tesla was facing the challenge of rapid global expansion through the construction of its megafactories. These were billion-dollar investments in regions with volatile economic, labor, and material costs. The financial stakes were massive, and getting the projections wrong could mean significant losses. Tesla's FP&A team developed advanced delivery-based models and to simulate across scenarios. Considering revenue policies, global lithium prices, and logistics constraints, this analysis helped Tesla choose optimal location, secure better supplier terms, and scale more efficiently. It's a clear example of FP&A enabling capital discipline under complexity. Next slide, please. In the entertainment industry, content production is high cost, high risk investment. Netflix produces original shows that can cost tens of millions of dollars per season. Without robust forecast, this investment would rely on gut feeling. Their FP&A team addresses this by running predictive models using historical performance data, demographic trends, global subscription data, and production cost factors. These models guide decisions on which contents gets greenlit and how is priced and marketed. With this strategic foresight, Netflix maximizes ROI while taking creative risks. Next slide, please. To achieve real-time visibility, organizations must integrate financial, sales, and operational data into a unified model, use ETL tools or middleware to pull data from ERP like SAP or NetSuite, CRM like Salesforce, and planning systems, automate dashboards to eliminate reporting lag. Tools like Pigment or Anaplan help maintain a live breeding forecast. Finally, make sure finance team have the training to interpret and act on that data. Systems are only as effective as people using them. Next slide, please. Agile FP&A is not just a methodology, it's a culture shift. It involves moving from annual planning to rolling 12 to 18 months forecasts, refreshed monthly or quarterly. It also includes building what-if scenario libraries to quickly respond to risks and opportunities. Collaboration is key. Finance must co-create plans with marketing, ops, HR, and R&D. Agile tools like Adaptive Insights or Vena makes this progress seamless. In an agile model, planning is continuous and integrated. Next slide, please. During the COVID-19 pandemic, pharmaceutical companies were under enormous pressure to continue R&D, manage cash flow, and ensure operational continuity, often with severely interrupted supply chains. Vertex faced this exact challenge. Their FP&A team implemented AI-driven tools to forecast potential cash flow fluctuations, taking into account shifting global trial schedules, regulatory risk, and drug pipeline delays. This gave them the agile ability to make funding and staffing decisions quickly and safeguard mission-critical clinical trials. It's a textbook of using modern FP&A for resilience. Next slide, please. Evenflow and Figma faced strategic inflection points requiring advanced financial planning. Evenflow needed to respond to changing trade tariffs that threatened margins. By using Pigment, their FP&A team quickly modeled different supplier scenarios, pricing strategies, and cost impact factors, allowing executives to make quick sourcing and pricing adjustments. At Figma, rapid business growth demanded a nimble forecasting process. Their finance team used Pigment to partner live with go-to-market and product leads, enabling monthly forecast revisions based on real-time customer data. These examples underscore the value of collaborative, real-time FP&A tools in fast-changing environments. Next slide, please. Strategic alignment means ensuring that FP&A is not operating in a silo, but is integrated into the broader business planning cycle. Value drivers trees are an excellent way to virtually map out how operational drivers such as price, volume, or customer acquisition impact outcomes like EBITDA or free cash flow. KPIs must be linked directly to strategic goals. For instance, if your strategy is focused on customer retention, your financial indicators should reflect metrics like customer time, lifetime value, or churn cost. Additionally, FP&A should be involved in capital allocation, helping business leaders prioritize investments that are aligned with long-term value creation. This ensures that finance isn't just tracking performance, but actively shaping it. Next slide, please. IBM provides a strong example of what FP&A transformation can look like at scale. The company adopted an extended planning and analysis approach powered up by AI. This allowed them to unify financial, operational, and strategic planning processes across departments. They build cross-functional squads, small, agile teams of financial professionals assigned directly to business units. These squads work side by side with marketing, sales, and operations to produce rolling forecasts, real-time budget updates, and strategic investment models. This operating model helped IBM cut planning cycle, boost the forecast accuracy, and empower business leaders to make faster, better performed decisions. It's a template for how large organizations can evolve FP&A into an embedded strategic function. Next slide, please. According to a recent PwC CFO Pulse survey, 58% of CFOs say they are expanding the role of FP&A in their organizations, and 52% are actively recruiting finance professionals with technology and analytic skills. The shift reflects the growing expectation for finance teams to be more than scorekeepers. They are now expected to deliver strategic insights, challenge business assumptions, and guide resource allocation. Organizations are realizing that having real-time access to data is meaningless without the right people to analyze and act on it. This is your opportunity to lead the change in reimagining what FP&A can be. Next slide, please. Transforming FP&A doesn't happen all at once. It requires a step-by-step roadmap. In the short term, focus on increasing reporting efficiency. That means automating data aggregation, reducing manual work, and establishing a single version of truth. In the medium term, implementing rolling forecasts and scenario models so your plans can adapt dynamically. In the long run, embedded finance into the strategic heartbeat of the business that includes participating in product launches, market entrant decisions, and capital planning. This roadmap isn't just a plan, it's a maturity model for evolving FP&A to the level of strategic leadership. Next slide, please. To fulfill the new role, FP&A professionals must expand their skill set. Data fluency means being able to work comfortably with BI tools, understand forecasting models, and know how to integrate data for insights. Business acumen is about understanding your industry, how your company create value, and where risks and opportunities lie. Strategic thinking means look beyond the next quarter and considering how today's choice affect long-term goals. And communication, perhaps the most overlooked skill, is about telling compelling data-driven stories that influence decision makers. These four competencies are the pillars of modern FP&A excellence. Next slide, please. We are covered a lot today, and the key message is this. The future of FP&A is strategic, digital, and deeply embedded in the business. To get there, organizations need to invest not just in new planning tools, but in hiring and training forward-looking professionals. They need to redesign processes that enable agility and cross-functional collaboration. Most importantly, they need to empower FP&A to move beyond reporting and into the realm of real-time insight, a long-term strategy. This isn't a finance transformation, it's a business transformation. And it starts with you. Next slide, please. FP&A is no longer the back office, it's the brain of the business. This quote perfectly sums up today's message. The FP&A function is evolving. It's no longer about collecting numbers, it's about connecting dots. Finance has the data, the perspective, the increasingly tools to help lead the business. With the right mindset and structure, FP&A can be the brain that helps every part of the organization think more clearly, act more decisively, and grow more confidently. As we have seen across our case studies, from Amazon to Tesla to IBM, the most progressive companies are leveraging FP&A not just for reporting, but to shape strategic direction. These finance teams are using real-time data, AI-enabled forecasting, and agile planning frameworks to empower faster, smarter decision makings. This is the direction the industry is leading, and it's an exciting time to be in finance leadership. Next slide, please. Thank you all for your time and engagement. I hope this session has sparked some ideas and inspiration about the future of FP&A. Please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn if you'd like to continue this discussion or dive into any of the topics. Now, I would love to hear your questions. Nick, any questions you would like for me to answer?
Yeah, we have some good ones, Shu, from the audience. Here's a good one. How can FP&A teams ensure data quality and consistency when integrating multiple data sources?
Well, it starts from ensuring the input of the data accurate. So if you don't have anyone in charge of data integrity from your team, maybe this is a time to think through that. At my company, we actually have someone that is ensuring that, making sure all the data being run before they put it into the system. And only a single source of data, meaning that a system transfers data from one system to another, not multiple inputs. And that's how we ensure it's consistent. And the data integrity person, this professional, is constantly using different tools to ensure the data is accurate before we put it into any of the systems. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, great. Here's another one. How can scenario planning and forecasting be adapted to better respond to economic uncertainty?
Well, we touched this a little bit. Maybe I gave some examples. So scenario planning, build a library, really put it into a shared folder or on the cloud. Anyone can access to it and modify it based on the real-time information or the business case is very helpful. During the pandemic time, I think that a lot of us that probably never expect that to happen, yet it happened. And we had the library of building stress testing with different levers, how to pull them to help the business for short-term, medium-term, and long-term value creation and cash flow and business performance metrics improvements. And that was really helpful of in very short time that everybody got on the same page what needs to be done. Does that help?
Yep.
Okay.
Great. And here's another one. What role does FP&A play in identifying and enabling new revenue opportunities?
I would say that FP&A play a significant role, if not co-ownership of the opportunity. Sales, I don't know the size of the organization. I don't know the setup of the organization. Whoever asked this question, but sales and marketing typically they own some of this as their objectives. But finance can be a co-owner in data-driven business insights as of what give us the confidence going into any market or any revenue new opportunities. Why do we have the confidence of doing so? And what's the upfront investment in order to even just verify? I think that finance can play a significant role in every stage of the revenue generating, including identifying it. And I have personally involved in different companies of revenue identification, go to market strategies, and they always play out greatly with the collaboration.
Okay, great. And I think we can squeeze in one more question. What types of real time data are most critical for driving strategic decision making in FP&A today?
I would say that CRM and ERP probably are your most critical systems to driving into the the decision making and then the value creation from FP&A perspective. CRM gave you the leads for the sales before it ever turned into sales that link directly to revenue. Over time, you will have the sense about the conversion rate and in which scenario is more likely to convert or not. You will have a lot of insights on that. ERP is inventory turnover. Do we buy the right thing at the right time? Do we have a lot of assets sit on the balance sheet instead of utilizing it to generate cash for the organization? So all the systems, if you can somehow link together, is great, but starting from those two.
Great. Well, thank you again, Shu, for such an incredible keynote. And I want to thank everyone else for joining us today. This session, along with all of today's content, will be available on demand following the event. For those of you who earned points throughout today's event, an Argyle team member will be following up with the winners in the next couple of weeks. This officially concludes the Argyle CFO Leadership Forum, FP&A Strategies and Insights to Fuel Growth. Thank you again for joining us today and engaging in our content. We look forward to seeing you at our next digital event, which will be SMB Finance Leadership Forum, Innovative Finance Strategies for Long-Term Success on August 19th, 2025. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.